Welcome back. Tourism Minister Dominic Fede says although the advent of the CARICOM travel bubble is a step in the right direction, the government of St. Lucia is remaining cautious with the removal of the pre-testing protocol. The minister stresses that this protocol has been integral in St. Lucia's success in combating the COVID-19 pandemic. As such, he says its removal could spell disaster if not done properly.
As it stands, 4 CARICOM territories have commenced operations within the CARICOM travel bubble. St. Lucia is currently amongst a list of member states earmarked for participation in the first phase of this initiative. The defining feature of the CARICOM travel bubble is the entitlement of travelers from participating member states to move about the bubble without being required to take COVID-19 tests nor undergo a period of quarantine upon arrival. It is a move which Tourism Minister Dominic Fede says local authorities are approaching with caution. Fede, who noted that St. Lucia's success in mitigating the COVID-19 pandemic has been as a result of strict protocols, believes there is no room for error when considering a more lax approach.
I think that we have to be careful with the pre-testing or laxing the pre-testing requirement. It is a very important protocol. It is something that we continue to discuss within the government. Certainly at the level of the command center, discussing with the Ministry of Health and the Cabinet to see how we can arrive at the best protocols and the right set of policies for St. Lucia. So we've done extremely well, as you know, and I think we will do everything to safeguard that.
He says it is an understandable move when one considers the challenging tourism environment in which territories have been operating for the past 6 months. Minister Fede believes that if done right, the CARICOM travel bubble will present a valuable opportunity for regional air travel.
Well, I think it's a step in the right direction that we need to continue to find ways and means to standardize the protocols around the various Caribbean destinations. I think it helps the reopening of Caribbean tourism, and it helps as well with the competitiveness of the Caribbean. This might be an opportunity for us to achieve the long-held aspiration by Caribbean travel professionals that maybe we can market the region together as one destination and to have multiple destination visits even on the land-based side.
The minister noted that in order to travel within the bubble, an individual must be a resident of a participating country or should have arrived as a visitor 14 to 21 days prior to traveling to another member state. Jacka Wooding, Hot 7 News.
The St. Lucia Tourism Authority has unveiled its plans for the commemoration of World Tourism Day 2020. More in this report.
Around the globe, the tourism sector has borne the brunt of the COVID-19 pandemic. Therefore, as underscored by St. Lucia Tourism Authority Public Relations Manager Jareen Georges, World Tourism Day 2020 not only highlights the importance of preserving and promoting culture and heritage around the world, but also presents an opportunity to rethink the future of the industry.
Here in St. Lucia, as we prepare to celebrate with the United Nations World Tourism Organization on the 27th of September, we note that we're celebrating in an era that is very different to what we've been accustomed to. Of course, COVID-19 has changed the way we do things. It has changed the way we interact with each other. And so we know that in this different era that things would definitely have to be done differently. COVID-19 has truly changed the landscape of travel. And in recent months, the world over has been grappling to get back to a state of normalcy.
Noting their imperative role in the success of the tourism industry, SLTA will honor the work of all tourism sector employees as the focus of this year's celebrations. As detailed by Director of Product Development Anne Margaret Adams, the coming week will be a busy one for tourism authorities.
In observance of World Tourism Day, we plan to have a number of activities commencing Sunday, September 27th, in which the Minister will make a feature address to the nation via NTN, followed by another appearance by the Minister. He'll be on the hot seat on Wednesday morning, and he's also expected to be on Newsmaker Live. And Thursday, the 1st of October, we intend to have a very big activity, which is a tree planting exercise. And at this exercise, we intend to have a number of our agencies, our partners, and there's also going to be a special appearance by our Junior Minister for Tourism, who is also going to address you as it relates to their understanding and what World Tourism Day means, as it is around the theme tourism and rural development.
Activities will begin on Sunday, September 7th, which is internationally celebrated as World Tourism Day. Jacques Whitting, Hot 7 News.
The St. Lucia Blind Welfare Association on Friday came to the assistance of its members by providing educational assistance to blind or visually impaired students and their siblings. The association presented 23 students from 20 families with $500 each. The executive director of the Blind Welfare Association, Anthony Avril, said the initiative was made possible through the proceeds of the Independence Ball.
The impact of blindness affects everyone. The St. Lucia Blind Welfare Association is relentless in its pursuit of inclusive service to blind and impaired people. On Friday, 20 families received monies to support 23 students with their educational needs. Executive Director of the SLBWA, Anthony Avril, explained that the association has always strived to be resilient despite any challenges that comes its way. He says there was a great need for this donation to be done as COVID-19 came and disrupted the lives of everyone.
The SLBWA is firmly conscious of the plight of the people who are living with blindness and vision impairment in this society. The SLBWA has been pursuing an inclusive agenda because the SLBWA believe that if opportunities are provided, the people who are so affected will be able to take their place in joining the contributors to the continuing development of their society. Education is key and is paramount. To date, the SLBWA and partners have succeeded in mainstreaming children around the island.
Avril explained that the initiative resonates deeply with him as he knows what it feels like to be seen as an outcast because of his disability. One of the recipients expressed sincere gratitude for the assistance given by the SLBWA.
I'm elated. I'm very excited, very happy. As we all know, COVID-19 has changed everyone's lives, including ours who are less fortunate. So it's very, very exciting to be one of those recipients. I do have children, and it would benefit them very much.
The SLBWA says it will continue to strive to ensure that all children affected by blindness and impairment be given a fair and due opportunity at education and life. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Genevieve Gonzague.
Founded in Canada by St. Lucia Naomi Thomas Jules, Girls United has made a donation of supplies to the Ministry of Equity for distribution to St. Lucians adversely affected by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Founded in Canada by St. Lucia Naomi Thomas Jules, Girls United Foundation, GUF, is committed to advancing the well-being of girls and women. Initially an organization concerned with the struggles of women afflicted with sickle cell anemia, Naomi, conscious of the plight that COVID-19 has brought to many in St. Lucia, marshaled resources and launched a chapter in her home community of Micoud. Nintus McGrath is the president.
The vision is to assist in enriching women and girls in education, health, professional development, and mentorship, including leadership skills. They also provide scholarships, tutoring, mentorship programs. Some of the projects involve the backpack and laptop drive, computer labs projects, advocacy for women and girls, family support groups, housing referrals, mental health, workshops, healthy eating, nutrition training, employment readiness, and financial literacy.
Girls United is broadening its reach by including all who are in need. The foundation recently presented a variety of materials to the Ministry of Equity, Social Justice, Local Government and Empowerment. Permanent Secretary Velda Joseph says the ministry works with a number of target groups, and in the last 6 months, there has been a steady rise in the number of people seeking assistance.
From accommodation needs to housing, to food, to educational, it's a wide range of needs. And I've often said to people when they say to us, look at the resources that you have and see what you can do. I said, are you asking persons to choose between food and housing? That is difficult because these are basic needs that persons require. These are things that we need to assist persons in achieving. And so when we see the efforts of partners such as Girls United Foundation, we are very, very pleased that you have taken on the mantle, you have recognized the needs, and you have gone out there trying to source assistance and receiving that type of assistance on behalf of persons who need it. I am sure these persons will be highly appreciative, as we are, for the generous donation that they will be receiving.
The supplies were gained through a virtual COVID-19 fundraiser hosted by the foundation. Deputy Director of Social Transformation in the Ministry of Equity, Jim Xavier, assured that the distribution would be equitable.
I want to thank profusely the Girls United Foundation. As PS indicated, we are inundated with requests, variety of requests for food items, for clothing, for educational supplies. And as you know, government doesn't have the resources to supply everyone. And so we are very happy when organizations, NGOs can come forward and make that contribution. It goes a long way. We want to give you the commitment that the items will be fairly distributed, equitably distributed, because we've heard elsewhere that items were received and they did not go to the persons who needed them the most. But we are going to ensure that your efforts are going to be well rewarded and that the persons who are going to receive the items are going to be most deserving of it.
Founder of Girls United Foundation, Naomi Thomas Jules, addressed the ceremony virtually from Canada and pledged continued assistance to her homeland. From the Government Information Service, Lisa Joseph reporting.
Stay with us. Sports and weather are coming up after the break.